Hello, everyone. Welcome again to Tuesdays with Cherrie. And for this evening, I want to introduce to you one of the most special person in my life. She's actually my mentee, an advocate of farming, and a very beautiful farmer, Inday Alaiza. So, Inday, can you please welcome our viewers in Tuesdays with Cherrie?
Hi guys! Maayong gabi sa inyong tanan. Welcome sa Tuesdays with Cherrie, with Ate Cherrie. And of course, Inday. And I'm so happy to be here. And I have so many questions kay Ate Cherrie because I want to learn more how to be a better advocate for, of course, agriculture. I don't want to follow Ate Cherrie's footsteps. I won't be able to maybe, but I will try my best.
You know, everyone who is telling me, Ate, you're an inspiration. I want to follow your footsteps. I always tell them, you will be better than me because when I started, I had no mentor. And now I'm a mentor to you. So for sure, you'll be better than me. So Inday Alaiza, it's my pleasure to interview you and to be in my show. Daghang salamat kaayo, no? Pareha man tayo tag-Bisaya. So nindot,
Oo, di
no?
ay.
Pag
Kaya na joke.
Oo. So, Inday, can you please tell me about what excites you in joining, Miss Universe Philippines representing Davao City? And let's talk about a bit about your childhood. Is it a dream when you were a child to join like a beauty pageant?
It's really interesting kasi I never dreamed of becoming a beauty queen. I I know that I wanted to do something really big in the future, pero I had no idea what it is. I just let my life flow. I just really welcome different opportunities in my life. So sabi ko, okay, whatever life brings me, I will accept it. That's why I decided to make that hashtag Ate Cherry tong Inday can make it happen because I really can't define myself. Parang I can do anything. Just give me time to learn it and then I can do it. So parang yun yung I think pinaka ano ko, like I can do anything. I don't have like a very very specific dream. And right now that I am in the Miss Universe platform, I just realized na I want to make this platform life changing, not just for myself, but especially for the people in my community. So when I got back home from United States, kasi I modeled there for like a year and a half, ano ko na, medyo okay na yung family ko eh. Medyo okay na kasi natulungan ko sila. So sabi ko, I think I can do something else sa community namin. Tapos tingin-tingin lang ko, parang meron naman kaming lupa, pero walang ginagawa, walang nagagamit. So sabi ko, I think this will be my advocacy. I want to use what I have to improve our life and the lives of the people in my community. So I started looking up people on Instagram, and that's how I met Kawayan, si Jan. And
Yes,
Jan was the one who introduced me to you. So
yes,
from
I
there,
remember that.
yeah. So from there, nagbago talaga yung pananaw ko sa farming. Sabi ko, oh my gosh, parang before I was so bitter about how we are not so supported with the projects sa province namin. And then when I talk to you and the people who work in Agria, sabi nila, we have to change how we think about farming. We have to think about positive narrative. So parang from there, sabi ko, oh my God, ang dami ko palang trabahuin. Yeah, so I just wanted to take it slow, parang step by step. I wanted this to be a life journey for me, not just an advocacy for a pageant. So yun.
Ay, ang ganda. You know, I'm always very aware from the beginning na it's really true to your heart. Kasi the moment you approach me na you want to be my mentor, you actually asked to meet up, di ba? We met up in Salcedo Market because that's where my
Oo.
neighborhood is. And I always go every Saturday. Tapos sabi ko, if you want, these are the things that you need to learn. Eh ako pa naman, napaka-open book in terms of agriculture, I can talk whole day about agriculture. I can also, share insights to people all day about agriculture. But I always also see kung totoo ba yung mga taong to na gusto nila mag-advocate sa agriculture kasi ayoko magsayang ng oras. So,
Mhm.
kaya I remember, di ba, in-invite kita agad sa aking farm in Marinduque.
I was really happy. And I remember, hosting one of the activities, and I don't know, I was just so mad about why are they not using the land? Sabi ko, why are we not doing anything? Andito pala yung ideas. Why are we not doing something? Sabi ko. Kasi I remember as a child, going back to the childhood,
Yes.
um, I was really inspired by my grandfather, si Lolo Tolyong. So
Okay.
my father has 8 siblings, and all of them are farmers. My grandmother also is a farmer. So parang nasa dugo na namin yung copra farmers, but my lola and lolo, they really like taking care of the community. Parang yung, malaki kasi yung family namin. So, kung sino man yung mga kaapelyedo namin, kahit ilang generation na yon, tutulungan nila through farming. To the point na, di ba sa panahon dati, medyo mura pa yung lupa, 50
Yes.
pesos, ganyan. So, parang pinamimigay lang nila yung land kasi for them, wala masyadong value. So, ngayon na mahal na siya ngayon, parang pinagsisihan ko bakit ganon, hindi namin naalagaan kung ano meron kami dati. So
Yes.
ngayon, yung papa ko is, we have 1 hectare, actually 2. Pero even though it's only 2 hectares, marami ka pa din pwedeng gawin dun eh.
Yes, of
So,
course. Yeah.
yun yung na-experience ko growing up. Nagkukopra ako, and then I've always found agriculture as something fun, adventure. Although nakakapagod siya, pero while you're working kasi parang may mga nakikita kang kung ano-anong klaseng halaman or insekto, and everything there in the farm just gives me life and happiness. That's why I'm really into it.
Yeah. Actually, I always share nga na yung farming is the only sector na you're taking care of all living things. 'Di ba? You take care of the plants, which are all breathing. You're taking care of animals, buhay ang mga yon. And then you're taking care of people, both the farmers na nagpapatubo ng halaman at tagalaga ng hayop.
Yes.
And then second part are the consumers who need to consume
Yeah.
healthy. So I'm so happy now, same tayo ng childhood. I grew up also in a farm, kaya iba yung feeling, iba yung affinity towards agriculture, mas malalim talaga. Hindi lang siya biro na parang pinasukan mo kasi, oh, it's a fad or it's a fashion to be in agriculture. But because kasi yun yung namulat yung mata mo eh. Yun yung
Oo.
pinag-isnan mo, yun yung
Yeah.
henerasyon ng pamilya mo. At for sure, Inday can really make it happen. I truly believe in that.
Yes, I believe. I believe.
Yeah. So, Inday, when you were working in the US, what brought you to the US? Can you please tell us that journey? Anong natapos mo ba sa college? Nagtapos ka ba ng modeling, arts, or whatever? Please journey us
Parang,
through that.
parang if I go back talaga, parang ang dami natin pwedeng pag-usapan.
Yes.
Kasi other than farming, also yung papa ko, he's mahilig sa sports. Yung mga tita ko mahilig sa sports. So nag-basketball din ako. And then
Mm.
he wanted me to enroll criminology, pero sabi ko parang hindi ko ata hindi ko ata dream maging police kasi bombero siya eh. So
Ikaw ang
sabi ko,
pinakamagandang pulis sa balat ng lupa kung nangyari yon.
oh my gosh, parang siguro hindi ako ganito ngayon kung nag-criminology ako. Kasi
Yes.
for sure, medyo tomboy-tomboy din ako nung bata pa ako eh. So, sabi ko, I don't want to be, police. Parang hindi ko siya dream. Although I have nothing against being a police. So, pumunta ako sa school, katabi ng dapat kong pag-enrollan.
Yes.
Pumunta ako doon, tapos nag-apply ako ng scholarship ng basketball. And yung available course nila is psychology, counseling, and education. Sabi ko, parang mas ako dun sa psychology kasi mahilig ako sa science, yung mga investigative, mga courses. So, nag-psychology ako kasi sabi ko, pwede maging doctor, pwede maging lawyer. Pero hindi naman ako nahulog doon. Naging model naman ako.
Oo. So, anong nagdala sa'yo sa pagka-model mo? When you're young, ba, diba, mahilig sa mga probinsya, no, or city, may mga Miss Davao, or may mga pageant. So, sumasali ka ba doon? Or sa school mismo? Di ba may
Yung
mga pageant sa
din
school?
kasi hindi ako masyadong pageant girl, but there's this one model who reached out to me on Facebook na parang, "Hi, could you please like my picture?" Ganito, ganyan. Kasi may pa-contest siya. Tapos sabi ko, "How do you become a model?" Sabi ko. Tapos sabi niya, oh, you just have to talk to the manager, ganito, ganyan. Tapos, tinanong ko, oh, I'm 5'9". Tapos sabi niya, oh, you can be a model, sabi niya.
Oh my, what
Sabi
a
ko,
beautiful height, Inday. Alam mo ba, I'm 5'8". Matins
oh,
lang pala yung
5'8".
lamang mo sa akin.
Oo, malinis lang. Oo, medyo taga dito kita eh.
Oo nga eh. Di ba? Nakita mo pag magsama tayo.
Oo, hanggang taga dito, oo.
Oo.
So, hindi ko talaga siya, like, hirap i-explain yung life ko kasi hindi ko siya planado. Talaga kung ano yung dumadating sa buhay ko, I just welcome it with gratitude and with a mindset na I can learn this, I can do this. So, from modeling, nakakuha ko na opportunity na mag-represent sa Davao City to join
Oh,
Century 2 na Super Buds.
oh,
So,
Inday, naging Century 2 na Super Buds. Hindi mo to nakwento sa akin.
oo, yan yung nagdala sa akin dito sa Manila.
Oh,
So, parang
wow.
from there, from Davao to Manila, sabi ko hindi na ako uuwi pagkatapos ng finals kasi gusto ko i-pursue na yung modeling dito sa Manila. And then, dire-diretso na. And then, nag-Asia's Next Top Model, nagbinibining Pilipinas, and then, I was able to go to the US kasi nakapag-build ako ng book ko as a model eh. So, yun yung
Oh, okay.
sinulit ko. Nag-apply ako ng agency with the help din ng mga Filipino pageant fans, sila Harley, also Mama J sa Miss
Yes.
Universe. Kasi ka-friend niya yung, may someone from the United States na tumutulong sa mga beauty queens dito sa Philippines.
Okay.
So, pag-move ko sa LA, doon ako tumira sa kanya, si Mama Hides. So, parang may mga Filipino community din kasi doon na tumutulong sa mga Filipino talent. So, that's how I was able to go there and work as a model for a year and a half.
Ang galing, Inday, no? I love that attitude of just being open and
Yeah.
welcoming the opportunities that knocks your door, di ba? And then welcoming it with gratitude. Kasi, I always believe gratitude is attitude. And,
Yes. Attitude
gratitude
of
is
gratitude.
attitude and attitude is altitude. Oh, di ba?
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Oh, so it's so nice because you just welcome opportunities, and I think when you're just open, opportunities will come and will continue sailing, and you will really reach to where you are, di ba? So Inday, about the Asia top model, kwentuhan mo kami, paano ka napunta doon? Kasi from
Paano ba
a
nga?
girl in a farm,
Ito kasi,
pumunta
siguro
sa
kung
Asia
may
top
similarities
model.
tayo.
Ha?
Parang siguro ikaw, parang sa farming, parang kung ano yung opportunity, ikaw, andun ka din.
Yes.
Di ba? Ikaw, kahit saan, basta I can express myself and I can learn something. Parang ganun ka. Siguro ganun din ako eh. Nung nabigyan ako ng opportunity na mag-audition sa Asia's Next Top Model, hindi ko siya sineryoso kasi parang, try ko lang. Try ko lang.
Yes.
Tapos hindi ko talaga siya parang pinangarap. Tapos nung nag-audition ako, I'm super candid. Like I don't speak just so I can get the affirmation of the people who are asking me questions. Tinanong nila ako na ano bang kailangan namin makita from you that will benefit us. Yeah, yung producers ang nag-ask ng show. Sabi ko, I am honest. I have a strong personality, but at the same time, I can make you laugh because I'm funny. Parang ganun lang ng mga usapan. Like, I'm just really candid and natural. Tapos yung may nagsiserve na waiter na burger sa kanila, sabi ko, oh, I'm also hungry. Can I have some?
Imagine, so you
Sabi
ate
ko,
a burger. Yun yung nakasali sa'yo sa Asia Top Model.
oo, sabi niya, but you're a model, you shouldn't be eating a burger. Sabi niya, ano secret mo? Bakit ka payat? Tapos you eat anything. Sabi ko, I just eat anything, and after that, I pray to God that I'll be in the same size after. Tapos tawa sila, and then nakuha ako. I'm just being myself.
Oh, yeah. It's always very good to be yourself and then you speak up your mind and be natural. Like
Mm.
sinabi mo nga sa akin, no, parang all the opportunities in agriculture, locally and globally, nakukuha ko, di ba? Kasi ganyan din ako eh. Pag sinabing ganito, parang, uy, maganda yun sige, try natin. Pag failure, din natuto, hindi ka naman
Oo,
mamamatay
oo,
siguro by trying.
exactly.
Di ba? And for me, I'm always love the authenticity of who you are. lalo na
Thank
makipag-usap sa mga tao. Ako, I always pick up my mind eh. I don't even care if the person will be, um, sometimes insulted of me. So ako lang parang, you will love me or you will hate me. But if you will love me, I will love you more. O, di ba?
Yeah. Tama. Siguro ganyan din dapat mindset ko.
Oo, dapat. Grabe, Inday. I'm super happy kasi these are the things actually that I don't really know about you na about your journey to Asia top model. Masarap pala pag kumakain ng burger sa harap ng mga tao. Kukuha ka. So, at least, di ba? So,
Oo.
when you were in the US, na-mention mo kanina na you were helping your family. Are you
Oo.
the eldest or the youngest, or how many siblings do you have?
I have an elder brother pero ngayon we have a younger brother kasi nag-adopt kami ng bata sa farm. Parang
Wow!
I don't know what exactly our relationship is with their family, pero si Matoy kasi parang pumapasyal lang siya sa amin lagi. Eh, yung mama ko mahilig siya mag-alaga ng mga bata. So, tumira siya sa amin and eventually we decided na, okay, you live here, we will send you to school. Actually, what's really interesting at Cherry is he is studying agriculture right now.
How old
Dahil din
is
sa
he? Oh, I
din sa
love that. I
work
love
ko.
that.
Agriculture ka kasi you all have everything that you need to improve, to study, to do experiment. I will do everything to make your dream happen, sabi ko sa kanya. So nag-agriculture siya ngayon. And then he asked me just few days ago na, ate, can I borrow a piece of your property para tamnan ko ng petchay? Talong sabi ko,
Oh,
wow, pabonggahin mo yan, sa'yo na yan.
that's
Sabi ko,
good,
wala
no?
naman lang yan. So, I have an elder brother and then younger brother. And then while I was in the US, it's really difficult for me kasi I went there with $3,500 lang. And hindi ko alam kung paano siya i-budget and I don't know how to survive there kasi starting pa lang ako and it's a new place. I don't even know how to speak the language properly pa. So parang, okay, I'm just gonna trust Lord and my capabilities and the people who are helping me. And eventually, parang I could send money, at least 500 to $1,000 a month. And yun yung way na nakakatulong ako sa family ko. Parang konting pintura lang, konting ayos lang ng bahay, but it's not really na parang every month I have to pay for everything. Kasi may ano naman yung papa ko, may work naman siya. Pero if in case they need more to take care of themselves, to improve our simple living, then I have something to give. And
Yes.
it's always a pressure for me kasi ako yung magiging breadwinner eh. Sabi ko, if I give up my life just so I can take care of my family, paano naman ako?
Of
So
course.
sabi ko, nung nasa US ako, I'm just really gonna make most out of this and then pag napagod na ako dito, I'll figure out something that has longevity. And then doon ko naisip yung farming. Sabi ko, meron naman kaming property, maybe I can learn business.
Yes.
Though I don't know how yet. Pero eventually, na-connect ko siya sa Miss Universe Philippines. Sabi ko, minsan lang ako mabigyan ng opportunity na sumali sa pageant on a national level pa. So, how can I connect my dream to something that I'm doing right now? Sabi ko, gagawin ko siya advocacy para while I'm doing Miss Universe and I'm speaking up about how I want to improve farming, I will definitely find people along the journey. And you're one of them. I've
Oh,
met so
thank you
many
for that.
people, diba? Of course, you're one of them. I've learned so much from you. Oh my gosh. So parang it's happening kasi Miss Universe, although pictures mina-upload ko sa Instagram are like my beautiful pictures, but it gets the attention of people. And then after that, I upload picture na about farming. And then they speak about, oh, I love farming as well. Parang, oh my God, hindi lang pala ako nag-iisa. And then eventually people are asking me like, can I talk to you about our company, ganito, ganyan. Pero pinipili ko lang talaga kasi I wanna make sure that the people who wants to teach me and work for me are genuine.
Yes.
Like what you are doing, like they're doing something to really improve the farmers, our country, our community, hindi lang just for the sake of making money out of farming. So, yun,
Agree
very
to
careful
that.
ako.
So, Inday, I have another question kasi I remember during the pandemic, you were with me. Imagine,
Yes, I was
remember
with
that?
you.
We would wake up early in the morning to sell fruits and vegetables
Yes.
in Bonifacio Global City. What brought you to really going out of your comfort zone? Both of us were like cargador and cargadora. I remember like carrying crates of fruits and vegetables. You were my driver. You were
Oo.
selling fruits and vegetables in the villages and also in BGC. How is it for you? Diba? Parang continue making farming sexy, but not only in talking eh. I always love people who walk the talk. And I really witnessed that in you. Na pag sinabi ko, Inday Alaiza, kailangan natin umalis ng alas 6 kasi 7 a.m. nakaset up na tayo ng ating nakaset up na tayo ng ating tindahan.
Oo.
Tapos, wala akong driver at wala akong car. So, ikaw agad. So, Inday, how was it for you na nung hinihila kita sa Move Food Initiative and you really easily volunteered?
Well, at first, medyo kinakabahan ako because of the presence of an unseen enemy. You know,
Yes.
health is wealth. Pero sabi ko parang, I feel, I feel like it's not enough for me to stay at home and post something on social media like buy this, buy that. Sabi ko, I really wanted to contribute. I want to learn. Parang, this is my way of also learning. I've always believed that volunteering also teaches you things that you don't learn from the classroom
Yes.
or things that you just don't learn from reading something online. For me talaga, experience is the best teacher. So sabi ko, if it's my time to get sick, then it's my time. At least I was able to help. Pero working as a tindera talaga, Ate Cherry, parang it humbled me a lot. Like,
Me too. Imagine, no, nagbebenta
sobra.
tayo ng gulay at saka
Oo.
prutas.
I understood how difficult it is to bring food from the farmers to the city. Kasi na-experience ko yung mga challenge news na pag nasira yung truck, hindi nakakarating yung gulay. So,
Yes.
paano na? Kawawa yung mga farmers. So, bahala, sabi ko, di ba, mapagod ako, magasgasan ako dito. Basta, I wanna make sure na maibenta natin yung gulay natin. Kasi, I experience how it's like to be in the grassroots. Pero in between that kasi, grassroots to table, wala akong experience on how the food system is. So, volunteering for that initiative, sa Move Food Initiative, really opened my eyes to the reality on how difficult it is to bring food to the table. Kasi ang daming kailangan pagdaanan.
Yes.
Sobra.
It wasn't easy, no, during the lockdown that we've been bringing food on our folks here in Metro Manila. And I also remember there were several days that we were packing food packs for the people
Oo.
living in the cemetery. Diba, Inday? How
Oh,
was
I
it
did
for you?
actually pack hundreds of bags with mongo, squash, banana, and ako talaga, teacher, hindi ako nagrereklamo kasi everything that is difficult for me always teaches me something.
True.
While packing, it teaches me patience, appreciation to every single food that I have on my table. It requires so much effort for the farmers to grow it. It requires so much effort for the people to bring it in the city and for the people to make sure that it can reach homes. Sabi ko, after this talaga, I will never look at my food the same way again. Sabi ko, I have to make sure that whatever I eat, I know where it comes from.
Yes.
Whatever I eat, I have to finish it.
Yes.
So whatever I have to be grateful for it. And I have to think about the person who toiled the land and spent so much hour just to make sure we have something to eat. So that experience talaga, Ate Cherry, hands down, humbled me a lot. Sabi ko, what Ate Cherry is doing is not easy.
Yes, it
It's not
wasn't easy,
easy job ko talaga.
troubleshooting everything from time to time pa, di ba? But anyway, it makes us happy. We're alive and kicking until now. Right now, di ba, we impacted so many farmers. We have more than 20,900 farmers that we helped so far. And we've been, saving 180 plus metric tons of fruits and vegetables. So it's a very, very beautiful feat, and I'm so happy you've been with us from the beginning of Move Food. You were my cargadora, nagsusort ka ng reject and hindi reject. nagpapak
Oo.
ng gulay, driver, tindera, lahat na lang, open and close the shops. But anyway,
Correct.
Inday, so let's discuss about your involvement in the upcoming Miss
Miss
Universe
Universe.
Philippines. O
Ah.
unsa man imong gibati karon? What do you feel?
I am both nervous and excited because you'll never know who's gonna win. Of course, you want to win, but it's still one girl's destiny. And I'm just really excited that I know no matter what happens, I know where to go. And it's agriculture talaga. I know I'm gonna do so many things after this. And if I win talaga, Ate Cherry, the first person that I will contact talaga is you.
Oy,
So I will
Inday,
start doing something.
in the middle of night, Ate Cherry, I need your help. Of course, I will always be there for you. That's
Yeah.
given. And then Inday, I remember because Miss Universe is really about empowering women. And I want
Mm-mm.
to tell the audience, our viewers, that you were actually part of our first roundtable discussion on
Yes.
Magna Carta of women in agriculture that we're actually trying to push in the Congress, by end of this
Yes.
year or early next year.
Yes.
How's the experience for you when you were part of that discussion that we gathered more than 30 amazing, amazing women leaders all over the country?
Well, pagdating ko doon, Ate Chair, sabi ko, I know nothing. I really know nothing. So, sabi ko, okay, this is my opportunity for me to hear opinions, stories, and struggles and inspiration from different women all over the Philippines. And they're all leaders, di ba? From different walks of life. Tapos sabi ko, I'm really just gonna listen and talk. I didn't even think about what's my job being there. But
Yes,
I have my notebook, sulat na ako ng sulat kung ano yung mga pinag-uusapan ninyo. And it's true. It's true kasi being in the province, I didn't know na what we are experiencing there is actually a problem. The reason why there's not very parang a lot of opportunity for women in farming kasi nobody talks about it.
yes.
Nobody's really helping the women and the only breakthrough that we have is to get married. So sabi ko, it shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be
You
like this.
know?
Like women should be given other things to do like maybe do farming and contribute sa gastusin ng bahay nila. And not only that, but they should also know their rights and how they should be protected from abuse para hindi sila nakadepende lang sa husband nila and may freedom sila to do what they want to do in life. So, sabi ko, farming is really talaga, agriculture can do so many things. Hindi lang sa
Yes.
mga kabataan, but also for the empowerment of women in the rural areas. Kaya I'm really happy that I was there. And I'm actually really curious na, asa na kaya yun? Anong na kaya nangyari dun?
Oh, good news, ha? Kasi,
Yeah.
we're really pushing it, especially that Sandy Montano is now the chairperson of a commissioner of Philippine Commission on Women. And then
Mm,
with Dingay Hontiveros, who's been helping with me, are also part of that.
nice.
So these are like the women. And then remember those women from Bangsamoro? They are now occupying really high level government position in Mindanao. So we can
Nice.
definitely push for that. It's just a matter of time kasi
Yes.
the COVID pandemic
Yes.
na
Yes.
na iba yung ating priorities. But
Priorities.
we're bouncing back. We discussed it last month on how to bounce back. And I will also actually get your story because next week I'm launching another baby that I helped co-found. It's called
Uh-huh.
Grow Her. It's
Ay,
called
yeah.
Grow Her. It's a movement and a platform. We're launching in Singapore to cover Asia Pacific, and it will be a global movement for women in agriculture and for all those people who wants to empower a lot of women in the agriculture sector.
Yes.
Alam mo naman sa ate mo, Cherry, hindi na wala ng ideas, ng movement, na
Oo.
ng
I
gawa.
can pwede mag-assistant sa'yo. Okay, sure. Tapos ako, notes lang ng notes. Madami naman ako natututunan. As in,
Yun.
sobrang, nung nandun talaga ako sa round table, feel ko I'm such a little girl na parang, I don't know anything about what's happening. Parang, oh my God, ang liit pala ng knowledge ko about it. But having to spend the entire day brainstorming how we can improve the lives of women in farming, sabi ko, we have to do so many things pa pala, Ate Cherry.
Yeah,
I
there's
realized,
there's so much to be done, and the beauty of this is we're so young, you know.
Yeah,
I'm only in my early 30s, you're in my late 20s or middle 20s, what's your age? But we're so young and we're given this opportunity to actually not only be involved in this kind of problem, but becoming like a pioneer and cheerleader to really, put
yes,
solutions to this problem. And for me, it's pure joy to wake up every morning na there's a cause we are part of, there's a purpose we are part of, and and the most beautiful one is we can see this in our lifetime. Alam mo yun,
yes,
kasi bata pa tayo. In the next
yes,
10 years, 20 years, we see this in our lifetime. It's being implemented. And nakakatuwa kasi masasabi natin na, wow, what a beautiful achievement. What a beautiful milestone. I was part of that when the first
yeah.
conversation started. Diba?
Happened. Yes, exactly.
So, Inday,
And I'm
kasi,
looking forward. Really looking forward to be part of it pa. Like, I want to learn more para yung mga tao sa community namin talaga, teacher, I'm really focused on that. Make sure na I start with my community before going big.
of
Kasi
course,
for me talaga, I can advocate for a lot of things, but I wouldn't feel fulfilled if the change that I want to see is not present in where I live or
yes.
where I spend most of my time. So I'm really excited to learn more so I can talk more to my mga nanays, mga kapitbahay namin doon na this is what we should do. Alam mo ba, ganito, magkikita tayo ng pera, ganito, ganyan. You can protect yourself or mga ganyan.
Of course,
And I'm just really at the beginning of learning at the Cherry. So
yeah, that's so
I'm
beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah, it's very beautiful, and hopefully I'm always be contributing to that process of learning.
always. Yeah, you
Um,
are always.
yeah, Inday, I actually read an article, and then you also posted in Facebook that it's real. You're using Bisaya during the question and answer. I was like, well, shuck, what? What's this girl using
Yeah.
Bisaya in like a pageant? So what brought you to that decision na ay magbisaya na lang ko, or in this pageant, or magbisaya jud ko. I need to be proud of my own dialect, and
Yes.
ibida jud mga bisdak kaayo. So what brought you to
Yes.
that decision?
There are so many beautiful reasons why I wanted to do that. Well, first, because I want to showcase who I am as a Filipina. I am a Bisaya. I can speak Bisaya and I can be Miss Universe. And also, Miss Universe is really supportive with women from different parts of the Philippines, and they understand that not all of us are very good when it comes to English. And especially sa akin kasi none of from my family speaks English. Natutunan ko lang siya while I'm working as a model. And I really believe at the Cherry na most of us women, we all have stories. We have stories to
Yes,
tell. And how are we going to tell these stories if we restrict them by just asking them to speak English?
of
So
course.
I want to pave the way for the women, especially in the rural area, na you have to speak up, say something, use your language, no matter what language you're comfortable with. You have to speak up, share your story, ganyan. So yun yung inspiration ko. I want to inspire the Filipinas in the rural areas, especially na it just because you can speak English, you're not capable of making a difference. So, sabi ko,
Powerful. Maulag hashtag Inday can make it happen. Ala, Inday, ato dyan yung i-hashtag sa episode.
Inday,
So there
yeah,
was actually, I stumbled upon, what is Inday? Kasi sabi
yeah,
na, oh, Inday is for the maids, Inday is for the helps, Inday. But actually for us, Inday is an endearment.
yes,
Inday is a
it's
very sweet word
girl,
for an endearment for a girl, or for a lady, or for a
oo,
mom, a wife.
yeah,
So I'm so inspired na magbisaya ka. Ako, 'di ba, parang it's so powerful. Like for me, I guess, a lot of people would always ask me, Cherry, why are you so effective with farmers? In Visayas and
mm-hmm.
Mindanao, because the first I speak their dialect, I speak their language.
Yes,
The
yeah,
moment I go to Mindanao and I could hear them talking Ilonggo or Bisaya, immediately my tongue switched. I could speak Bisaya fluently, I could speak Ilonggo fluently, and the farmers, you know what happened to them? they will not be shy to share. No, they
Yes.
open up immediately for me. They open up immediately their problems, their needs, because they're comfortable to speak up. Because kung sa
Yes.
Bisaya pa makasabot, makasabot ka, no,
Yes.
you can understand them. And that mere presence of speaking the same language and the mere presence of the word understanding is
Yeah.
so deep in the rural communities, di ba?
Yes.
So
Yes.
sabi ko nga palagi na parang hope one day you can meet someone who speak the same language of your soul so that you will not explain yourself for a lifetime. O imagine.
Yes. Oo.
So,
I
mas,
agree with that also. I really agree with that. And also knowing that my advocacy is also agriculture, talagang I want to make my statements as simple as possible kasi they are the people that I want to reach.
yeah,
So,
I
if
love
I
that.
have to speak Bisaya, I would.
Of
Kasi
course.
sila yung gusto kong inspire, like step up, speak up, and make your dreams happen.
Oh.
So,
So in that, because we're on the closing of our interview, what do you want to share to the young people who are actually there from the provinces, uh, to dream bigger beyond the sulok of the probinsya, barangay, purok, di ba? I could relate because coming from a barangay also, coming from a small hacienda, na purok in Negros, it's something sometimes you need to do something so that you can create a dent because it's like a long way to go for all of us, no, like ako ngayon every morning I'm still pinching myself how can I even like became in this global platform of being a champions of food systems globally,
yeah.
and I was like this little girl in a sugarcane farm putting fertilizer and weeding the sugarcane, right? As same
Yeah.
with you, you grow up with a coconut farmers, nagko-kopra ka lang, nagdadry ka ng kopra, siguro nag-harvest ka ng gulay kasi lulutuin ng nanay mo. And then, you would never imagine where you are right now. You were Asia top model, you were as a model in California, and actually saw a lot of your pictures in magazines like Gucci, mga Dior. Sabi ko, oh, grabe man si Inday, oy. Ka-proud ba ako kay Inday? And then also, parang, it's I want you to share something to especially young girls. We just finished the a celebration of International Day of the Girls a few days ago. So I want you to say something for the girls, for the women.
For me, it's all about really finding your purpose and staying true to that. Kasi the world will tell you that success is like this, success is like that. But as a girl, as a person, you have to know what is your definition of success. And no matter what happens, kahit na ilang tao pa magsabi sa'yo, no, it's not that. You have to protect that. Because you're the only person who can do that. And for me talaga is always stick to your heart. Stay true to
Yes.
yourself lang yung advice ko for you to have contentment and fulfillment in life. No matter kung ano man yung path na kukunin mo, may it be agri, may it be business, may it be education, may it be fashion, anything. As long as you know that that is something true to yourself, then go for it. And for the people who are in the rural, dream big,
Yes.
get whatever that you want. But my advice is to never forget where you come from
Yes.
and to make sure that you look back and see if there's something that you can do, may it be big or small, but at least do something as well to improve the lives of the people who taught you so many lessons, who um, how do you call grew with you, who will appreciate your help or who can benefit from the small and big things that you can give for them. So sa akin talaga is always stay proud for being who you are and never forget where you come from.
I
So
love that
yun.
in Dino. We actually share a lot of the same, values. Kasi, di ba, parang you always want to help the people you come from. So, a lot of people nga, sabi, oh, Cherry is so successful, you're like this, you're like that. But you know what, every time I go home in Negros, I go to Hacienda Badjang in Silay City, I always say, wow, my friends are still there working on the sugarcane fields, and I am a
Yeah.
ninang of older children. I have more than 40 goddaughters already. And a simple like inspiration to them, a simple help to
Yeah.
them is so big already to them. And
Yes.
sabi ko na, no, kung mangarap ka man lang, lakihan mo na. Kasi wala namang boundary ang langit, di ba?
Yes.
Kung mangarap ka
Yes.
na lang, huwag sabihin, suntok sa buwan yung pangarap mo. Eh ano ngayon kung suntok sa buwan, nakarating nga si Neil Armstrong dun eh, di ba? So, kung suntok sa buwan yung
True.
pangarap ko, eh at least may pangarap ako at mag-guide ako kung paano siya abutin. Sabi ko nga, if your
Oh,
dream doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. You
yeah.
need to wake up every morning so motivated that
Yeah.
so scared somehow na it gives you so much life to live. Kasi may
Mm.
pangarap kang
Yes.
gustong abutin. And
Yes.
the most beautiful one, which I agree so much in what you said, yung hindi pang makasariling pangarap. Di ba?
Mm.
Nangangarap ka dahil hindi lamang sa sarili mo, kundi makatulong ka pa sa maraming tao.
Mm.
Tulong na inspirasyon, tulong, of course, material kung may needs sila, and then tulong sa mas maraming tao kasi I think that's the most beautiful message why we're here in the world, to not only be
Yeah.
successful but to also be relevant and significant. Hala,
Yes.
Inday, grabe, napaka beauty queen mo talaga. I'm really betting for
I want
you.
to be lang. I don't want to be beauty queen now. I want to be Inday. I want to be me.
Okay. So, si Inday, Miss Universe. But Inday, I'm always telling you, we had this conversation that, being a Miss Universe is such a bonus for you. I'm always telling you
Yes.
this because you are already a Miss Universe. Yeah,
Oh,
you are
thank you.
already a Miss Universe because I witnessed that, especially during the Move Food initiative. Sorry, I'm becoming emotional because, even at 1 a.m. or 5 in the morning, we would chat at Inday. Our truck got broken kanina lang. Maghanap ka ng sasakyan, i-drive mo. Parang ikaw pa yung driver, ikaw pa yung kargador, ikaw pa yung nagbabantay pala sa tindahan. And I never heard a single complaint from you.
I
And
love
then,
what I'm doing at the
oh,
chat.
and then after that, Inday, may mga tao sa cemetery that we need to bring food. Pwede ka ba? Pati yung yaya mo sa bahay, dala mo pa si ate. Kasi, oy, ate Che, dinala ko po si ate, meet po si ate, kasi magpapak din siya ng goods para sa cemetery. I never heard a single complaint, and you're always ready to roll your sleeves to work,
Yeah.
you know, and it's so beautiful that in that aspect, you're already a Miss Universe. If makoronahan ka, it's a bonus.
Yes, te.
You know,
Thank
if mak-
you.
for me, the most beautiful reward is not to eye for the reward, but to eye what's beyond the reward. And what's
Yes.
beyond the reward is to be a true person, uh,
Yes.
a person that is so giving, a person that is so grateful, and a person that is so compassionate. And all of those, actually, I saw in you because you were with me. Nagbenta tayo ng kamatis,
Give
diba?
it to me. I'll do it.
Lahat, garlic, hanggang sa luya, hanggang sa turmeric, itlog, lahat na lang binenta natin, and you've been there and very, very supportive, and your heart is really in the right place. So in thy last message before we close,
Mm-hmm. Last message. I'm just really, really grateful for you at the Cherry and for Agrea for really opening my mind to the right direction, really instilling with me the right values that I need to carry as I move forward in my journey, not just as Miss Universe, but also as a Miss Agriculture,
wow,
as a
for
farmer.
sure. Yeah.
No, I, I don't know, Ate Cherry. I don't know where I'll be if you weren't in the picture. I think I will still be lost. I think I will still be trying to find my way sa agriculture because one principle ko talaga is to find that person who has genuine and beautiful values in the things that she's doing. Hindi lang siya work, but what she's doing should be impactful to the people around her as well. And I've heard and witnessed that as well for with the people that you work with. So sabi ko, I want to be part of this family.
Of course, and
I
you were always, you know,
thank you so much, and I really learned a lot from you, Ate Cherry, and I'm super super grateful for you. And if someone will ask me if there's one woman who I really look up to, I would always say your name. And I already did. I already said that sa isang interview because I'm
oh,
always
thank
inspired with
you.
your work. I just couldn't find the right words because it's not my personality to actually parang Ate Cherry.
Of
I
course.
sometimes just use my vulnerability to express my fondness or like my I don't know, but it's difficult for me to express everything to you, and I'm really struggling right now because I feel different kinds of emotion in my heart right now, and I'm just really really grateful that you've always been there for me to support me, to teach me, and to allow me to grow that to a woman that I am today. And I'm really looking forward to grow pa with you. And thank you for everyone who is watching and supporting Ate Cherry. And all I can say talaga, Ate Cherry, is thank you. As in,
Yeah,
super.
thank you so much, Inday. No, having you in my show and having you in the work that I do is actually a true blessing. And hopefully, for sure, this will continue so that we can empower more people in the rural communities. And, we bring this story to the world. So thank you so
Yes.
much to all who are watching the Tuesdays with Cherry now. Thank you so much again. And hopefully, we will pray for Inday to get her bonus, being the Miss
Yes, my
Universe
bonus.
Philippines.
Yeah.
And she's representing Davao City. So at the end, in the hashtag, Inday makes it
Can make it
happen.
happen.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ate Che.